Stadium. This stadium was actually built for the 2002 Commonwealth Games, so it's an athletics arena. When we came to use the stadium, in effect, we were coming back to the club's roots, because it was this area of East Manchester the club was initially formed in the late 1800s. So back then, very socially deprived area, a lot of anti-social behaviour, violence, alcoholism. So a local reverend at the time, a man named Arthur Connell, decided to set up a cricket team. They played during the summer months. Obviously you can't play cricket in the winter as well, so they played football during the winter months, and that later turned into Manchester City as we know it today. The reason I give you a little bit of history here is because we're outside the Chairman's Club. This is where the chairman, the higher executives of the club will come for their pre-match hospitality, and this room is full of references to the club's past. Okay? Before we walk into the Chairman's Club, take a look at the doors to the lounge. They're there to represent the church doors. Obviously Manchester City once being a church football team. So behind us we've got the Maltese cross. You'll notice this cross throughout the Chairman's Club. The significance is this cross was on our first ever shirt. So our first ever shirt was black with a white Maltese cross. Obviously being a church symbol for a church football team. Okay, so welcome to the Chairman's Club. We've got 6 restaurants within the Etihad Stadium, but this is the most luxurious. This is where the chairman and the higher executives and some members of the general public will come for their pre-match hospitality. Now, as I mentioned before, this room is full of references to the club's history. We've got a map on the ceiling, a map of this area of East Manchester, as you can tell, made up of lots of terraced houses. On this side of the room, we've got lots of doors. They represent, again, the terraced houses of this area of East Manchester, and the Connell family literally going knocking on those doors, asking people to come and play and support the football team. On the opposite side of the room, we've got 5 silver shirts. Now, they represent our 5 highest appearance holders. Number 1 being Alan Oakes, 676 appearances for the club. We've got Joe Corrigan, Mike Doyle, Bert Troutman, and then Colin Bell as well. Now, over the far side, you can see the top table is where the chairman and the higher executives of the club will sit. The table nearest to us is usually reserved for the opposition, and some ex-players and legends will be in behind. As you can tell, it is quite an open plan restaurant. That's the idea, that the guests will mingle in with the chairman and the ex-players. You can come in here on a match day, get a 5-course meal, there's a bar, you also get the best seats in the house as well. Pride in battle. That's the last thing that the players see before going out onto the pitch. Obviously an inspirational message. Now that is the Latin that's beneath the club crest. So superbia improlio is the Latin on the club crest. That translates to pride in battle.
Everybody knows that you can go to a football match when you come to Manchester, but we've discovered there's so much more to it than that. We took a terrific and insightful tour of Etihad Stadium, got to see what it's like to treat yourself to a VIP experience, and joined in on the exhilarating matchday festivities with loads of fans. Manchester is the place for an ultimate football getaway.